Hello, I'm Cassidy, and I will be doing some discussion questions on Oliver Twist. The first one is, how believable do you think the story and characters of Oliver Twist are, and why does it matter? So, I think that they are very believable. From all the books that I've read about it, London was a very, very bad place at that time. If you were rich, it was a lot better, but for the poor, which Oliver was, it was absolutely terrible. The characters, the same thing. The rich were having a good life, the poor were terrible. I think it is very believable what could have happened there. A rich person being robbed of his status and his money. The second one is, what do you think of the character Fagin? Does he have any redeeming features? Do you think the portrayal of him in the novel is anti-Jewish or not? Well, for starters, I do not think that it is anti-Jewish. They call him the Jew in almost every part, so I've been reading an abridged version, but they call him the Jew in every part. But in that time, it's on almost every book set from medieval times to the time that this book was set. It's usually just not, they always call people who are Jewish the Jew, every single one. I do not think that it was anti-Jewish. I think that it was just to give an accurate portrayal of the time it was written in. I do not think that he has any redeeming features, except that he didn't really have a choice except to starve or to steal. It's a bad position to be in, but I do not really think it's redeeming. The third one is, are characters in a position of authority in the novel, such as Mr. Bumble, any better than criminals such as Fagin? I think that really they are not, except that they are just doing their job. They have to do this because it's what they're paid for, and they believe in it. If it's a good thing to do or not, that's what they get paid for, that's what they do. The fourth one is, can you pinpoint why Charles Dickens' descriptions of the underworld of Victorian London and the people who lived there are so horrifying and moving? I think that is because that he wanted to give an accurate portrayal of the time the book was written and the time that he was living in, which wasn't hard because he was living in it. The fifth one is, Charles Dickens' characters are well known for having memorable Vatican names. How do you think the characters' names in Oliver Twist reflect their personalities? Well, I think that in some cases the characters' names reflect their personalities. Like Miss Rose, I definitely think that her name reflects her personality, and Mr. Fang, his name also definitely reflects his personality, but then other ones, like Mrs. Mann, I don't really think that her name reflects her personality as much. The last one is, what sorts of families, good and bad, does Oliver encounter during the duration of the novel? Well, I think that he encounters almost every type of family. Families that want to help him, families that want to use him, families that just want to get rid of him, families that don't care. So he gets every type of family from A to Z. Anyways, that concludes my discussion.